Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Punk Rock Ham Radio, where punk rock and ham radio collide.
I'm out here kayaking down the Wabash River, going to explore this gem of a spot. If you watch some of my other videos, that back to the end of this video, I tried to hike over here, and there's just no way that's gonna happen on foot. So I'm out here with Stuart, KD9 LFW. He's leading the way over there, and we're gonna go see if we can find this spot or see what all else we can find. That's where I was a few videos ago, a month ago or whatever, was up in those woods somewhere trying to hike along the riverbank down here, and Mother Nature said no way. I have all my radios in the back of this thing. Everything's in dry bags, should be good. This GoPro though is the thing I am worried about losing at the bottom of this river. I don't have one of those like suction cup like surfboard GoPro mounts. It's just sitting in this cup holder on this kayak. Oh, I am now approaching this gem of a spot I was told about over here. Let's see what's over here. Those canoeists a month ago or whatever said it was in this general direction, but I don't really know what they were pointing at. Everything kind of looks the same. It's kind of the same riverbank with all these trees and all of the impenetrable bushes out here in Indiana in the summertime. Well, it's actually, summer's over. Today's the last. Yesterday was the last day of summer. It's September 23rd. I think it's the first day of fall. We got some reasonable weather. It rained all day yesterday. Well, not all day. A lot of the day it's gonna rain again tomorrow. It's about 69 degrees right now. And I don't think it's gonna rain today, so that's a good day. Okay, this is cool. All right, this is the area that they were pointing at. Don't really see anything that looks like it would be worth getting out of here to go scope out. Just looks like the rest of the riverbank. What's up over here? This is kind of that spot that they were pointing at.
Did it look like a gem of a spot?
I don't know. It looks like the rest of the spots out here.
I mean, I was thinking, there might be some dry spots up there.
Or they could have been talking about a fishing hole, like a fishing spot on the river, for all I know too.
That's not that.
Yeah, that does make a little more sense. So this is the spot that those folks were pointing at a month or so ago or whatever, and it looks just like the rest of the riverbank. So Stuart says there's an island over here. Maybe not.
It's not an island anymore.
It's not an island.
It's just all dried up. The water's, it's usually about 18 inches deeper.
Down over this way now. I don't really see anywhere that looks like a spot that I would want to stop and set the radio up on these riverbanks. And I'm in shorts and sandals. And surprise, there's poison ivy along these riverbanks and tall, itchy grass. So that does not sound like a good time. Getting the park activated today is optional. That is not my primary objective today. Objective today is to go yakking and exploring and see what's over here. The eastern edge of Rouge Lake Fish and Wildlife area is down over here. The park boundary, technically, I kind of wanted to go see what's over there too. Probably looks just like this, but that's just what I do. Hey look, there's those power lines I saw on Google Maps. I don't think you guys can hear it, but you can hear the electricity. It's making a staticky noise. RFI city, probably, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to set up an antenna next to this. Tell you what, even if we don't set the radio up and we achieve the goal of transporting our radio gear without losing it to the depths of the Wabash River, that's an accomplishment and will help for other adventures now that I have this experience under my belt, putting on my radios and dry bags and, you know, bringing whatever I need, so that next time I might try to paddle across the lake and go set up somewhere, you know, a little more adventurous than just setting up POTA by the parking lot. Look at this little island right here. Looks kind of muddy though. That's no place to set up an antenna. That is the island that Stuart was talking about. It's a very muddy, small island right now, and it doesn't sound like fun to go exploring over there.
Nope, not worth it.
No, but this is how you explore in Indiana. By kayak, canoe, fishing boat would be cool, like an aluminum fishing boat. You could just put an antenna up on the boat.
Nice ground plan.
Yeah, this would be the place to do it too, because this whole river and the reservoir over there is in Ruche Lake Fish and Wildlife Area, US 4208.
Yeah.
So you could just sit here on a summer day, be fishing and playing POTA at the same time. So far, so good. No radios have been lost to the depths of the Wabash River. And if you're watching this, neither has my GoPro. So thanks for joining me. You go hiking when it's -15?
Yeah.
This guy's crazy. So the main goal today is really just exploring over here. Stuart says there's a bridge. This is also the eastern edge of Ruche Lake Fish and Wildlife Area, US 4208. So I'm excited just to go and see what's over there. And gain some experience transporting radios by boat. There's probably somewhere interesting, somewhere in Indiana, where you could go set up a radio that you can only get to by a kayak, paddleboat, paddleboard, canoe, fishing boat, whatever. Oh, like there's another little island right there. Stuart's way over there. I don't know if you can see him. Actually, this is the island that Stuart was pointing out. It looks like there's a little beach area. You could park your kayak, but it looks very muddy and covered with poison ivy. He's being brave and bushwhacking through the jungle. There's like a mailbox and some other stuff up there, so I wonder how that stuff got there. What did you find?
It's a fish mailbox.
It's a fish mailbox?
Take a picture of it.
The Postal Service delivers mail to the fish out there, and that's where they get their mail. We're making our way, paddling down the river. There's a fork in the road right here, that way or that way. There's another little island right there. Let's go over there and figure out which way to go. Okay, let's find a way across this. I think right there looks like a good spot. Oh, that's a rock. Okay. Probably right here.
This is a spot that's shallow even when the water's up. But I think up here we're definitely gonna have to walk it. If you're up to that.
Yeah, that's fine. There's right there. Come on. I want to break free. I want to break free. Bottomed out and are dragging my kayak through the river like Huckleberry Finn. Oh, I lost a sandal. I'm floating again. That was fun. The water felt nice on my feet. There's more islands over here. Check this out. Stuart says that during the wintertime, you can actually explore in here. It's just a bunch of sticks and not a bunch of bushes and leaves and poison ivy and ticks. This is really cool. I'm so glad I got to explore down here by kayak. So thank you, Stuart, for the invite. Appreciate it. And now I know what's down here. And all my radios safely stowed away in here. Everything is inside of a dry bag that is inside of a bag that is inside of a bag. Looks like there might be some shallow spots here. The current's going this way towards us. Oh, makes sense, being the punk rocker that I am, going against the grain. Bottomed out again. No, go this way. Probably gonna have to walk. Nope, can I do it? I'm gonna make it. Do I need to get out? I'm gonna make it. Am I floating again? Oh, I made it. Yeah. This direction looks a little less. Looking at these rivers from the land, I never thought that they would be this shallow and stuff. Oh, bottom line again. Are we still floating? It's a mud bottom river. That's why it looks all brown. It doesn't look like very much fun to swim in. That's a big rock over there. I don't see that many rocks in Indiana. Let's keep paddling towards the eastern edge of Ruche Lake Fish and Wildlife Area. I think we're paddling up the Wabash, right? We're going upstream against the current, okay. In punk rock style, going against the grain. Bad Religion are my favorite bands. And now we're moving again. Some deeper water. Try to build some momentum up. That fish just jumped out of the water.
It sounded like a bird.
It sounded like a bird. I know, this river is teeming with life. I've seen all kinds of fish popping their head up. No wonder people go fishing down here. There's probably a lot of fish down here. Fishing sounds like fun. Aluminum fishing boat also sounds like fun. Set up an antenna on and use the fishing boat as a ground plane. It's like a 9 horsepower little motorboat going down in places like this. Not with those shallow spots, but down by the reservoir. That'd be cool. I actually have enough room in the boat to set up the radio in the boat. I think I've already said it before, but that just sounds like a really good time at the rock. And we can go fishing and play POTA at the same time. So we're almost there. We're headed to this bridge, probably right around there somewhere. The eastern edge of US 4208's around here somewhere. I don't know exactly where, and I'm not about to Google the DNR map on my phone, but we'll see. We're gonna head to that bridge there, and then maybe find a spot to set up and activate POTA on the way back. And that's the way that we came. Okay, so I think we've reached the end of the road as close as we can get to that bridge over there within reason. There's a big shallow spot right there, and it's probably another shallow spot after that, and no sense in beating ourselves up too much. So we're gonna go see if we can find a spot to set up on the way back and see if we can get on the air for some parks on the air. So come along, let's go. We're at Land Ho. We're gonna set up a ham radio station right along here somewhere. I have my 17-meter dipole in the backpack or in the trunk of the kayak. This is like the only spot that's not covered in vegetation. It's like all of the grass is stomped down, so this is about as good as we're gonna get, so let's make it happen. Okay, we're all set up now. The dipole's up there, going into a tree over there, staked off into the ground over there, and I'm gonna try using this radio, this little whatever it's called, USDX. This is my first HF radio. It's really light, dude. It draws like almost nothing on receive, like 0.10 amps, and on transmit it draws 1.3 amps, so it's super power efficient. I have it plugged into an external battery so I can get all 10 watts, and I don't know if we'll make any contacts, but it'll be fun trying. Yeah, but the power efficiency is worth setting it up, and I have this 705 over there if we want to use that, and I'm pretty sure it's still dry. But if there's one radio that I would cry less over if it fell into the bottom of the river, it would be this guy. But I think we're going to be okay. So let's get on the air and see what happens. CQ POTA, this is Kilo Mike 6 Tango Whiskey India calling CQ POTA on 17 meters listening. I think this thing even has a PTT and a mic right on here. Oh. So you can... CQ POTA, this is Kilo Mike 6 Tango Whiskey India. I don't know what that noise was, but yeah, no, it was transmitting, yeah. CQ POTA, this is Kilo Mike 6 Tango Whiskey India calling CQ, parks on the air. If I can get one contact on this radio, I'll be really happy.
You had one before?
I've only ever made one contact on this radio. And this is a way better antenna, but it's nice to get this thing out of the shack. Dust it off again. It's perfect for water stuff like this, and it's so small and draws almost nothing. We just got a report that there was no audio in my signal, so it's transmitting something. I don't know what this radio is transmitting. I checked what settings I do have on this radio, and maybe it's the microphone. Look, it's this plasticky microphone that has this Motorola sticker on it. I think it might even be this radio. It's definitely outputting RF into the air, but I don't know if my voice is... I don't know.
It may not be a real Motorola microphone.
Yeah.
Suspicions.
Only the highest quality KMC made in China, so of course it's high quality. But I take this out and just use the internal microphone. Oh, so it's kind of like an it's like an HT. All right, let's try this. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, calling CQ POTA from US 4208 listening. Okay, I got the 705 set up now. It's nice and dry. I'm hearing lots of signals. So let's try single sideband voice and have some fun. Get on the air. I got this nice view. It's nice and peaceful out here. The water's going by. I'm setting up on this little beach. So that looks like a nice quiet spot. So I'm gonna go and activate there. Let's spot ourselves and get on the air. Is this frequency in use? Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India. Power, all 10 watts. Is this frequency in use? Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India. Everything looks good. All right, we're good. We're spotted. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, calling CQ POTA from US 4208 listening. This is a lot better radio than that other radio. Yeah, so for comparison's sake, the 705 is drawing 0.26 amps, 0.25 amps on receive. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, calling CQ Parks on the air listening. And like 1 amp on transmit. So actually, it's less on transmit than that other radio was like 1.3 amps on transmit. If I do FT8 and it's just full duty cycle, the gas pedal all the way down, it draws like 2.2 amps on the 705. Cool, good to know. Was there a November 4 Lima India Echo come back?
WI from November 4 India Lima Echo, any copy, over?
November 4 Lima India Echo, I got you, come back again?
Alan, you're very light on me. Do you copy, over?
I copy you, 5 by 5 into the park, Roger.
Oh, there you are, 53. Now you're 5 and 3, Alan. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for the 5 and 3. Thanks for hunting. 7-3. Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India. Parks on the air, QRZ. I got one.
CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, calling CQ for Parks on the air, standing by.
So I checked the solar conditions. Don't look that great. There's a geomagnetic storm. It's fair conditions on most of the bands. The KP index, the A index is a 5. Sunspot number 224, solar flux 163, solar wind 395, noise floor S3, S4.
Which park are you operating from today, friend?
Yeah, roger that. I am out here in Indiana at Rush Lake Fish and Wildlife Area, park number US 4208. We went on a little kayak trip down the river here. We're on the riverbanks, far away from civilization and people. It's nice and peaceful. We're just on the riverbanks here watching the water go by, playing a little bit of ham radio for Parks on the Air, over.
Oh, fine business, Alan. Yeah, no, you're coming in really great here.
Cool.
I'm operating roughly 100 watts off of a spare car battery.
Wow.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. I think we're doing about 50 now. Just a telescoping vertical I have on a ground stake with a lovely little semi-new to me Yaesu machine, an FT891 that I'm still trying to figure out. It's all button and menu driven, and I like big knobs and Heathkit, so this is a little bit of a learning curve. Hi, over.
Yeah, copy that. I love my Yaesu 891. I'm not using that now. I'm running 10 watts on an ICOM 705. I got a 17-meter dipole, like an inverted V dipole, about 20 feet up into the ground. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. I love my Yaesu 891, but yeah, those deep F menus are something else.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic radio. I just don't take it out often enough to use it to get to know it. I tend not to have a lot of time to play radio these days. I live in an apartment that I don't really have the ability to set up much, so I can't really get on the air unless I get out and about, and between work and everything else, and then weather, it kind of gets in the way, over.
Copy. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I live in an apartment too, and I can't really set up there. So anything I'm doing with ham radio is portable operations doing POTA. But hey, everything you learn out here doing this will still apply to a home station too. And it's nice to get outdoors, get away from all of the noise and stuff too.
Oh, absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, no, everything you learn on here is perfectly applicable to anything, but particularly if you end up doing any emergency work.
Is that an Oscar November 4 Victor Tango?
Oscar November 4 Victor Tango. Oscar November 4 Victor Tango.
Roger, Oscar November 4 Victor Tango. I got you 5x5 into Park US 4208. Roger. That's Belgium. Where did he go? Oscar November 4 Victor Tango. Come back. Yeah, he was there. He was 5'5", and now he's just gone. Oscar November 4 Victor Tango. This is Kilo Mike 6 Tango Whiskey India QSL. I don't think that counts as a contact.
No, unfortunately.
He was calling me. Okay, I'll give him one more try. Oscar November 4 Victor Tango. Okay. He's gone. That sucks. I almost got Belgium.
I know,
that'd have been really cool. So I just learned a new feature on the 705. I've known you can do these little pre-set recordings for calling CQ, but there's a repeat function too. Look, it's just calling CQ by itself. You go into, right here's just gonna mess it up. I don't know, but you go into right there, set auto monitor. I just turned that off so I don't have to hear myself say the same thing over and over. Repeat time 5 seconds, and then all you do is you hold this button down, and then boom, it's just gonna call CQ over and over and over again with a 5-second interval, and I think after 5 minutes it'll turn it off. So you can sit here and go fishing for radio contacts. That's pretty cool. Roger, I got Whiskey Alpha 1 Yankee Hotel Oscar. You're 5'9".
Roger. You are about a 5x7 in New Hampshire. What park, over?
Copy, the 5'7" in New Hampshire. Thanks for picking me up. I am at Park US 4208 in Indiana.
Roger. QSL to 4208. Thanks for the activation and have fun.
It was working. The radio was just calling CQ. I'm walking over to the kayak to go get an extra battery for the GoPro, and all of a sudden this guy's calling me, and I'm not even doing anything. I'm just doing this. And they call FT8 a bunch of lazy mouse clickers. I just press a button and it calls CQ. Radio's radio. This is cool, especially when you're doing QRP and you're not getting a million contacts, and you might as well have the radio do the work for you. Work smarter, not harder. Station ending Yankee, come back.
Kilo 2 Charlie Victor Yankee.
Kilo 2 Charlie Victor Yankee, got you that time. You're 5'9".
Roger, you're a 5'5" into Long Island, New York. QSL?
QSL, the 5'5" in Long Island, New York. We're in Indiana at Park US 4208, hanging out by the river. Over.
Copy. Nice day to do that.
Oh yeah, it's nice and peaceful out here, paddling around on some kayaks, playing ham radio. So thanks for picking me up, man.
Great, thanks for the comeback, and 7-3, have a nice day.
You too, 73, Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, Parks on the Air, QRZ. Happened so fast when it's just called.
7, Uniform Lima Delta.
Uniform Lima Delta. Whoa, back to back. Whiskey Bravo 7, Uniform Lima Delta. Go ahead.
Just above my noise score today. Utah.
Copy the 5-1 in Utah. I got you about, I'll give you a 4x5, 4x5, over.
QSL, copy the 4-5. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you so much. 7-3, have a great day. Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, parks on the air, QRZ. When this thing's calling CQ in the background and then somebody calls, it's like, whoa! Every time I take this radio out, I like learn some new little feature that it does.
Oh, yeah. Man, I love my 7300.
Yeah.
But the thing's like this, you know? It's take up that whole table.
Yeah.
No problem, man. Thanks for activating today, and 7-3.
Thank you so much for hunting 73, Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, parks on the air, QRZ. I just got Southern California, my homeland. Barely. He said I was a 3x9. He was a 4x1 and the noise too. I'm like, cool. I press a button and my radio calls CQ for me, and we're just chatting about radio, enjoying the like it just like we're going fishing. Got you 5x9.
Roger, I have you 5 and 5 into 5 into my park here in Kansas, which is Uniform Sugar 2351. That's 2351, over.
Copy, US 2351, 2351, Roger?
Yeah, that's a Roger. Affirmative. You've got it, and you're sounding great in Kansas, over.
Got it in Kansas. I'm at Park US 4208, 4208. Thanks for the park to park.
Roger. What state are you in right now?
Indiana.
Okay, cool. Yep. Hey, thanks for activating here, and have a great day, and enjoy your activation. 7-3, sir.
You too. Have fun being outside. Thanks for the contact. 7-3. Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, parks on the air. Park to park. Cool. Kilo Quebec 4 Bravo India.
Roger, you're 5-7, 5-6 Alabama, Alpha Lima.
Copy the 5-7 in Alabama. You're also 5x7 both ways. Thanks for hunting.
Roger, thank you for being out there. Have a great evening.
You too. 73. That's 8. I'm almost there. November 7, Mike Zulu Whiskey. Go ahead.
Yeah, 3-3 right now. 3-3, 33 Wyoming Whiskey Yankee.
Copy the 3-3 in Wyoming. You're 5-9. Good strong signal.
Yeah, you just came way up to make it a 5-5 if you'd like. 55 Wyoming, thank you.
Got 9, just need one more.
Kilo Juliet 5, Germany Tango, GGT.
Okay, thank you for the correction. Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Tango. Got you that time. You're 5x7. Copy the 5-3 into Fort Worth, Texas. Thanks for being patient. My radio is calling CQ for me, and then somebody calls back. It's like, oh wait, I got one.
You got one out there. That's 17 meters, so you should be a little more special out here.
Exactly, man. Yeah. Well, hey, you're QSO number 10, so that makes this activation successful. So thank you so much. Woohoo! The park is activated.
Single sideband.
Yep, all single sideband. Cool. Just the way that I like to do it. Maybe we can get a couple of more. Usually I get like 12 to 15 if I can. Just get a couple extras.
Do they have to upload their contact with you for the call?
No, with POTA, it's all based on the activator's log. So if you're hunting POTA, all you need to do is make an account on the Parks on the Air page, and then when the activator uploads their log, then you'll get credit for it.
Okay.
So they only need to match and link up for a park to park. Okay, I got 13. The camera wasn't rolling. I wish it was rolling because those last few QSOs were really cool, but GoPro's running low on batteries. I got 13. I think we're gonna activate for about 10 more minutes and then paddle back to where we started. Thanks for coming along and going kayaking with us, playing ham radio with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a single episode of Punk Rock Ham Radio on YouTube. I think this is one of my favorite features now of the 705 is just recording yourself calling CQ, and it'll just play that automatically every 5, 7, 8 seconds or whatever if you don't have a pileup going. When you're talking into the microphone and everything, that's fun too. But then you're like, ah, nobody's coming back to me or whatever. Like this, it's lonely out here. I'm gonna switch to digital, but then you could just do this, just enjoy the view, and then somebody comes back, Surprise! And then before you know it, you got 10 contacts. See if I can get a couple more without turning the camera off and on. We're at the end of the trip, so I can use up some of my GoPro battery. I'll probably have enough for the rest. I've been using this guy to charge the GoPro and my phone, but we're out on the water and the mud and the grass. I have extra GoPro batteries, but I don't want to take this GoPro apart to put the battery in it out here.
Kilo Zero Yankee India Oscar.
Kilo something something India Oscar.
Kilo Zero Yankee India Oscar.
Okay, Kilo Zero Yankee India Oscar. Got you that time. 5-9.
Roger, roger. I got you 5-4 Colorado.
Thanks for the 5-4 in Colorado. Thanks for hunting 7-3. This is Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India. Parks on the air, QRZ.
Whiskey 1, Hotel Japan Yankee.
Whiskey 1, Hotel something Yankee.
Hotel Japan Yankee. Hotel Japan Yankee.
Copy that. Whiskey 1, Hotel Japan Yankee. Got you 5-9.
All right, so I got you 5-9 in Connecticut. Could just confirm the call.
Yeah, my call is Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India at Park US 4208. I copy a Whiskey 1, Hotel Juliet Yankee.
All right, QSL 7-3.
QSL 7-3, thanks for hunting. Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, Parks on the air, QRZ. Last call for Parks on the air. Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India at US 4208.
Kilo 0, India, November Golf.
Kilo 0, India, November Golf. I got you about 4 and 7, 4x7, over.
Copy you 3x5, 3x5 into Central Florida, QSL.
QSL the 3x5, you just jumped up to 5x9. Copy.
And you jumped up to a 5x8, that was strange, but I'll take it.
And me too, the band's been kind of wacky. It's like a wave, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up again.
Wow, well anyway, thanks for being there, I appreciate that, and 73.
Thanks for the QSO and 73. Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, last call, Parks on the air.
November 1, Papa Tango X-ray, QRP.
November 1, Papa Tango X-ray. Okay, I heard a November 1, Papa Tango X-ray, QRP, go ahead.
Yeah. Come back, you're 5757 into the Hampton, November Hotel.
Copy the 5 and 7. You're about a 4x3, but I copy you.
Roger on the 4-3. Can I get your call again one last time?
Roger, Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India.
Kilo Mike 6, and then what was it? Something Tango, was it?
Tango Whiskey India.
Roger. Yeah, he's coming in and out. First and so on. He's been really loaded. He came in really good that time. But thanks for coming back. Good luck out there.
Thank you so much for the contact. 7-3, Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India. Last call, Parks on the air. Okay, that's 17. I think that's good.
That's very good. They're coming in again, boy.
Yeah, that happens every time. You call last call, Parks on the air, and then you get another pileup. This is Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, going QRT. Thank you, Hunters, and 73. And then you turn the radio off.
Quick, before someone calls.
Before somebody else calls.
17,
even though
that's pretty good.
17 for QRP single sideband in an hour and a half with fair band conditions and a geomagnetic storm going on. That's not a bad day at all. All right, we're done. We did it. I'll show you the antenna, our little ham radio camp here, and then we'll get paddling again. Thanks for coming along on the adventure. It's always fun getting to bring you guys along for the trip. This is my operating position here. Nice little tarp there. The antenna's right here at the dipole. I don't think you can see the wires very good, but it's going off into that tree over there and all the way over here by the shore. It's just staked off into the ground with some paracord. Same kind of thing I've been doing all summer, but it's always fun figuring out where you're gonna tie the ends off down. There are trees in the right places. Setting up a dipole is really fun. that's where we were set up at, and now we're floating on the water again. Gonna go back the way that we came. The adventure's not over yet. That was a really cool activation. I got 17 QSOs on 17 meter single sideband in about an hour and a half of activating. That's the most single sideband contacts I've gotten on single sideband so far with the shiny new ICOM 705. We'll see if we make it with all of our gear still dry at the other end. I think we are. So that's cool. And that automatic recording function where you can mute yourself calling CQ, and you just hold the little button down and it'll repeat the CQ every whatever you set it to, 5, 6, 7. I did 8 seconds with my 8 seconds of me calling CQ and 8 seconds of listening. That is so cool. Every time I go out and do ham radio parks on the air, I think I always, whoa, that's a rock. I always learn something new, whether it's about antennas or just operating my radio, or being outside, going on adventures.
Thanks for joining me on another Punk Rock Ham Radio adventure. This is Alan, KM6TWI. Thanks for watching, and 7-3.